Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome back to my Middenland, or Middenheim playthrough as a Boris Todbringer, where things are going well. I say they're going well. We're trying to confederate people, but our reputation is currently trashed. But we are building ourselves to a position where we're rivaling the Empire now, and I suspect that this is going to come to a... should I just go straight for this? See, it's going to take me a while to get any siege equipment. Anyway, as I was saying, it's good. Basically, I need to work out what I'm doing about the Empire and how I'm going to do it. Well, Reichland, because I am the Empire. And I suspect we're going to end up coming to blows at some point, and it'll be a big civil war for who controls the Empire, which will be good fun. Especially as I suspect, right in the middle of it, Chaos are going to slam it. If I'm doing well, as we're going into this, I'm going to have to divert some armies to deal with Chaos, because they will invade at the same time. That said, I could just confederate them, but I don't think I am going to confederate them at this point, because that's not actually going to be so fun. So a big civil war with the Empire, with Reichland, for who is the rightful king of the Empire. Rightful emperor, I think, is a good idea. I think that would be a nice, fun thing for us to do. Okay, so this is a very unsubtle battle here, guys. We are going to exhaust my troops doing this, but I don't want to, I didn't want to give them time to react, really, so,
Steady, men! Crossbows ready, General!
You guys can form up. I'm going to get some of these guys. These guys are going to go straight onto the wall with my lords. These guys can hold back to go through the gate, as can these. And you can just shoot stuff. Right. And then you guys can just move forward, and we are go! Now you are going to start dropping shells down into their more solid units. There's no point in us really dropping on anything which is too armoured, because this guy doesn't really do much armour piercing.
Listen up! Prepare for combat! For Heldenhammer! The Empire endures!
There we go! I think I made a hole through them. Oh, please stay grouped like that. Oh, I really could do with getting some mages into my army, actually. That said, we're doing quite nicely here as it is. Oh.
Steady, men!
We're already quite happily cracking units up here with these guys, who are very, very solid. Once we've got the walls, guys, we're actually just going to hold there for a while. Hold the line on the wall, because I don't want to be pushing in while we're tired. Oh, whoa, careful, careful, careful. Right, we're going to hit those mounted yeomen. Ooh. Yeah.
For Heldenhammer!
Not quite sure why he was doing 12, but...
Faster! My orders stand! Very well! Soldiers of the Empire! As an order!
Nice.
Crossbows ready, General!
Try and take them down as quick as I can. We are now funneling onto the walls. These guys will be very tired, so we're going to take some time up here.
Mamidia, guide us.
Ooh, you guys can go and support here.
We are Sigma Air. By Ulrich's wrath. Sigma!
Not that my guys are really going to need much help against these peasants, but, you know, this peasantry, but it's always worth putting some support in. As we start to clear the walls. Oh wow, I've taken a bit of damage on one of those units. The gate is down. And push my halberdiers through. They shouldn't be too tired, and once they're through, they're just going to form up. If any of these guys charge, we should do reasonably.
Victory will be ours. At speed. To battle.
Just pull through and form up there. I almost want their cavalry to start engaging us. You two can come down here and hit him. Hit that unit to keep them occupied. You two can pull down over here.
To battle! Take position! Formation, march! Battle awaits!
Ooh, their trebuchet is beginning to engage. This is the nasty coming in now.
Great swords! The Empire endures! To battle! For the Warhammer! Sigma! State troops ready!
This is the unit which is going to hurt.
Great swords! Now!
Right, fold in. Get Boris in there as well.
Charge! Halberdiers! Moving now! Great swords!
I'm going to fold around these guys as much as I can. Oh, their Knights of the Realm are in there as well.
Ready for war!
And Boris is anti-large as well, so he'll do really nicely against these guys. And actually, those Grail Knights have really messed themselves up. Especially with all our range dropping in as well. And we're already breaking the Grail Knights that quickly. That is quite impressive. This is where everything is going to turn in our favour. Absolutely keep our pressure on them. Bring my own cav in, my Empire Knights there. Let's start chasing them with my lords. Keep them running. Gonna get Boris to come over and hit them. You are gonna follow close behind and hit those trebuchets to get them to stop shooting. You are going to pull out. Everything else is just gonna absolutely keep a charge, and we'll finish those Grail Knights. Let's get ourselves a good little aerial battle here. Ooh. Boris coming in as well. Quite hard to tell what's going on here. Things are falling. I don't think they're mine. And they're running. And it's over. Nice. Again, ignored the odds. Don't know why I bothered popping that. But, you know, the odds... I can see the odds, and a player there would have done much better. But then again, I had quite a nasty force, and I used it well. They couldn't. Their big, powerful units couldn't get on the walls. If I was fighting that, I would not have held the walls. I would have used my trebuchet to counter my mortar. I would not have gone near the walls. I would have had my archers back to hit everything on those walls, blocked up the streets, and used my heavy cav as things started coming down off those walls to try and engage. You know, I'd have probably sacrificed some units to try and pin these guys. My halberdiers were a really nasty thing for their cav there, as well as my excessive amount of range, to be fair, but basically they chose to fight me in the wrong place. My range did well. Not brilliantly, but it did well. All my units did well there. This army is getting very elite, to be fair. As you can tell, you know, everything is silver in here. And a few golds now. That's why I don't actually want to get rid of that mortar, because it's very elite. Is it worth keeping here as a secondary construction? I think I don't need to decide right now. Where are you off to?
Bring me to battle.
Yeah, I want to remove the so untainted is going to be more useful there. Ooh, here. Wolfenburg should have some walls. I definitely want faster movement as well. I probably want to get some of that faster movement throughout my empire, because at some point we are going to need it. As I said, I want to keep Erengrad and Kislev as friendly as possible, because keeping them on side will again really help us later, potentially give us a lot of support later on. I kind of want the Empire to start winning against the Vampire Counts now. Because as I've decided I want the Civil War, having a strong Empire is good, will make that more fun. Much more fun, actually, so. We've got ourselves another bit of coast there. Build our alliance with Bretonia, I think. So they will end up on my side in the big war. I said I could just crush Bretonia. It wouldn't be that hard. I may just build up a secondary army and just come and take Cologne, because Cologne is a major important, it's a really good settlement to have. I suspect the lizard men in the north are not going to last long. That is going to be my issue with any war with the Empire. Is my north is going to be so vulnerable from so many different factions. Where are they going? Hoping they're going to throw themselves at the elves. They just sacked a settlement of the elves rather than settling it, which seems a little dumb.
Raise Sigma.
Yeah, face odd.
Yes, my lord.
Let us start building a gunsmith, because I've been a bit remiss in not building that. Save for Pegasus, no point going for anything before that. Up your melee defense a bit. You can... Accusation, we definitely want that long run, but we've got to level up a bit to do that. So we get Bloody Blade, then we'll start going down Silver Bullets, because you are definitely going to be a ranged character.
This will bolster the nation.
I'm going to burn a lot of this off. This is going to turn into quite a bespoke setup of an army long run, but I'm not in any rush just now.
Your reach exceeds your grasp, son of Sigmar.
Ooh, we are
Lead
now
while you
considered
still can.
to have high reliability.
Dark are these times, and dark my mood. Those seeking my counsel usually...
Oh,
Those
that's
who
not who I was looking
displease
for.
me do
I meant
not
to be
live
looking for these guys.
tolerate.
See, I have a trade agreement with them, which I would need to break, really, before I went to war.
Armored in faith. Only the Grail companions.
Honestly, not sure if I want to, though. It's a big settlement, and it would make it look great. That would be a really good place to have as a recruitment hub, because it's a big, solid, impressive settlement. That said, I can always just keep them allied. They're not huge, so bringing them under our rule is probably the better aim. But I'm going to definitely need a secondary army to do that. Because they are definitely, while they're not the most powerful faction, they are definitely reasonably powerful. The only issue is it does open me up to a bit more from the north. Ooh, we have a gobbo there. Nothing to do with me. Ooh. Leoness is definitely dead, no matter what it does. It's not powerful enough to do much at all. Yes, you can definitely have a non-aggression pact. In fact, I will potentially even go as far as giving them a defensive pact long run. But I don't want to overdo it with defensive pacts. I want to keep them on my side. Basically, what I want to do is make sure we go. Oh! And now everything is off the table because we need to get my armies ready to deal with them fast. So we are going to be pulling forces back. I am going to be building up forces to move into the north, and I am actually going to charge in and batter them a bit if I can. I'm not going to take territories from them because it's not good territory, but I definitely need to fight them while I'm building. So.
Sigmar be praised. Yes, to the provinces.
And yeah, I'm just going to burn all this off and just put some defensive buildings here.
I will marshal the men to strengthen the Empire. Ready.
That'll do for now anyway. Up your weapon damage while we push north as fast as we can. Walls are going to be really important in these places, though they're getting there. Okay. Here we'll come back in line as time goes on. I basically just need to be ready to deal with the Norskins when I have to deal with them, guys, because at some point they are going to throw themselves at me. So getting up on there, sending a small expeditionary force just to show them that the Empire is not to be trifled with. They can go trifle with those Reichlanders all they want, but the Empire, Middenland, is not to be trifled with. You know, we are Middenland, Nordland, and Hochland all allied together here to form the true Empire. You know, so we will show them what happens when they mess with us. I mean, Hochland didn't really ally, did they? They kind of got subsumed, as did Ostland, and yeah. But you know, it's not my fault. And Lyonesse is gone. Oh, and that's interesting. Some friction potentially there with the elves. I could also sail over and have some fun in Orthwan, but I don't particularly want to be messing around with the elves too much, because they tend to get annoyed. No, I think I should go and sack and destroy settlements up there so that the lizard men can move into them afterwards. That will help. They may get chaos uprisings, but Lyonesse is gone.
What does the Emperor bid? Pick up the pace!
Public order, roads, and income. So roads, these are good because straight up they just increase your speed as you move around. So an extra 10% movement, yeah, 15%. Do they stack with each other? So if 2 in a region, do I get like even more? So it's worth knowing actually. But I think I want to keep at least one of them in every territory. That you're getting that, just so I can increase the speed we can move around my empire with.
Yes, my lord.
Todbringer, it's you. Don't really feel I need that. I guess we're gonna push up and make myself a bit of a melee lord as well.
Yes.
No, that'll do for now. This doesn't need to be the best force, especially as I don't need much in the ray of anti-ranged, so get them actual walls there.
Is it time? Pick up the pace!
I will not believe a word you say, but speak
Why are
anyway.
you not liking me? Odd. Let's just throw them a bit of cash to make them happy. This is going to cut into my income a bit. That's the only downside of this. But this is the thing. The Norscans went to war with me and then didn't invade. You see, that is the thing the AI does occasionally. They shouldn't have really gone to war with me at this point. They should have waited until they were ready to hit me. And then literally declared war as they rolled up onto my shores and started hitting my settlements. Because right now all they have done is let me know. And that's the difference between playing as players and AI. And you're never going to get the AI being quite as smart. Though, you know, quite as smart with things like that. So, yet one day I'm fairly sure they will. But you know, if the AI had declared war as they rolled up onto my territory, I do think when you declare war, there should like be either a very negative penalty to everything, to everybody's reputation of you, or you should have to wait a couple, you know, a turn or two. But I found somebody did mention something. I kind of want the Empire to push them back, I want the Empire to deal with all the corruption, really, because I don't want to have to deal with vampiric corruption at all, because it's a pain in the butt. I said the Empire is kind of split in two at the moment. They've got a little bit of territory over in the middle of Vampire territory, so... Ooh, we've got a... yeah. Extra melee defense for a few turns.
The Empire. So.
Oh, I was going to say, where are they?
By Sigma's right.
Right. I want more demigriffs. Demigriffs are awesome. If expensive. And a couple of anti-large. I'm actually going to drop two of those.
Raise Sigma.
5. Ooh, this is where it gets fun, because actually I want more demigriffs in, but I also want more. Drop one of those. So don't need as much range now. I am going to get another. I will be putting a mortar in here, guys. So for now, you can get the hammer for witches. Oh, that's... do that and we'll go on to that next turn, so we'll have a lot more speed, ooh. I want more range. So I'm going to drop one of these and get another ranged in.
I will marshal the band.
So I've got much less of a melee line here, guys, because I'm relying on those demigriffs much more, but that is because they are awesome.
Yes, my lord. It is for the best. This will bolster the nation. Yes, a sound plan.
Let's finally do this. Let's get this Skull Reef. Raid the cove. Oh wow, that's not even hard. Execute the captives.
Compels us.
That gives us a lot of cash.
Raise Sigma. To strengthen the Empire.
To the provinces. The nation calls. I will marshal the men. Yes, a sound plan.
What does the Emperor bid?
Move into there just to get a bit more defense. Oh, we've already done all that. We are actually upping our army now. I will be rejigging this one quite a bit as well once we get a chance. I suspect this is all going to be dead. Oh wow, Estelia. Oh, Estelia still live and hold here.
Do not greet me as a friend,
That
nor
was,
are we foes yet.
Unexpected.
Fine.
Extra income. Buff up the port. Oh, definitely want to have that. We have a lot of cash to use now. All my income buildings. You know, I'm going to risk it with Brass Keep because actually it's quite well defended. I may lose it at some point, but it's hard for people to get to. They've realistically got to go through Wolfenberg and Hergig first. When Chaos invade, they get that far, I am in serious trouble. They may well get that far, let's be honest. I always find that they die around Higrig and Tabelheim. I generally find is the place they end up making their last stand. I think it's just because it's such a choke point on the map as they ush in. I don't know if they specifically push that way. But even in other things where I've been playing as the dwarfs or the elves, that's where I've met them before, when I've not met them in the far north. You know, if I don't meet them in the far north, on a few occasions, as you might remember from my Empire campaign, we literally fought them in the far north and just obliterated them. I'm amazed that Estelia are still alive and they have taken it. I suspect that means that Telia died early on. See, the Varg are pushing. That is not good. The Varg, I think, have a lord with Mixus, which is probably why they've done much better than normal. So, but they're not hitting me. This is the silly thing. That declaration of war from theirs was really silly, because all that's going to happen is I'm going to start hitting all of their ports and burning them down. Raiding them potentially, then burning them down. I'm going to do what they do. I'm not going to take any of those ports, because they will be horrible to hold, but...
To the provinces?
What does the Emperor bid? On march!
You, not you, not you, not you.
Battle.
The Empire.
You can just go for it. I'm going to sail straight up there.
By the comet! Step to it!
Deliver your message.
All right. I don't agree. What?
I am ready to parley. I hope your words are wise.
Not likely.
Oh, no, things are
So,
not bad down here. Let's
Do
keep
not greet
making
me as a
friends.
friend.
I will.
Okay, anyway guys, this is where we are going to have to leave this one. So as always, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed this. Please feel free to pop any comments in the comment section or jump over to my Discord and say hi. There is a link to my Discord in the comments and the description, as well as links to my Twitter, my Patreon, and my affiliations with Overclockers and Humble Bundle Games. So please check them out. If you have enjoyed this as well, please like and subscribe, guys. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching.